Thanks, Noah. Well, we're talking about a variety of Hawkeye sports today.
But let's start off with the men's basketball game Noah mentioned.
The Iowa men's basketball team was at Illinois last night looking to get a win and build their resume for the NCAA tournament.
Unfortunately for the Hawkeyes, they started off the first half rather slow and could not hold on to the ball, committing 10 turnovers. The Hawkeyes were down to Illini 40-24 at the half.
The Hawkeyes chipped away at the lead, outscoring Illinois in the second half, but it was not enough, falling 76-64.
Baron Wagner led the Hawkeyes in scoring, posting 12 apiece, while team leading scorer Peter Jock finished with just 10 points.
Earlier this month, the University of Iowa's dance team competed at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Florida, beginning the weekend ranked 13th, but leaving with a title much greater. Liv Corbett has more.
The University of Iowa's dance team took a small break from halftime performances and traveled to Orlando, Florida to compete in the UDA College National Championship, putting all their hard work into action. As you can see, I'm standing in front of many trophies, which will soon include the one from their third place victory.
UDA Nationals is considered the most prestigious college nationals in the country. We compete against many other Big Ten teams from the SEC, and so it really is all of these big universities, their dance teams coming together and competing against each other.
Nationals is kind of a whole other level for us. Basically, halftimes are a more simple version of what we're doing at Nationals, so it's a lot more technique and what we've been working on and training for basically our whole lives in studio.
As we all know, success follows hard work, and with the practice these girls put in, a third place title was well deserved.
Well, we've been practicing since November, right? Maybe even before that, because we had state, so we do a series of competitions before and then we go to nationals. When everyone goes home for winter break, we actually have practices 2-a-days, maybe even 3-a-days, and just practice.
Usually after September, that's when we start looking at those nationals routines and really drilling and working on the technique and trying to get everything as synchronized and perfected as we possibly can.
Going into finals in 6th place, this team was hungry for a title higher than their 5th place finish 2 years ago. What they didn't expect was what happened next.
When we heard the first one, we were all in shock, like we knew it was going a good way. And then it kept going and they said 4th, and I think at that moment we just all turned into really ugly criers at that point.
Like I still, have that moment of like, wait, we have medals, we got 3rd, like this is amazing. So yeah, it hasn't worn off yet.
Although nationals may be over, you'll still be able to see the dance team performing at all your favorite sporting events, basketball, wrestling, you name it, they'll be there. Reporting inside the field house, this has been Olivia Corbett with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
You're able to see the dance team at Saturday's basketball game during the halftime show. Also, don't miss their tryouts coming up in April.
The future looks bright for the Hawkeye men's gymnastics team, with one freshman standing out. Zach Lohman has the story.
Up-and-coming freshman Brandon Wong has quite the resume coming out of high school. Brandon was an academic All-American for 2 consecutive years and 4-time MVP at Clovis Academy. Going from high school to college-level gymnastics wasn't an easy task. Luckily, Brandon had the support of his teammates.
Being Corey, one of the seniors, is probably all that I look up to the most. It's just like he's really welcoming and how he helps us, and he's always there for the help of the freshmen.
He is just a freshman. Brandon Wong has been growing up with gymnastics all of his life. His parents, Brian and Tamara, have performed all over the world doing different events. When asked if Brandon wanted to follow in their footsteps, he said he just wanted to enjoy being a freshman and being a Hawkeye.
They do gymnastics for a organization called Break the Barriers, and they basically travel around the world and perform for different basketball teams. They've been to India, and so they kind of do that with their gymnastics career.
With his first season just getting underway, Brandon has a long journey ahead of him, but he has one goal in mind that keeps him focused during the competition.
I'd like to contribute to win the NCAA championship.
Reporting from the Iowa Gymnastics Practice Facility, this has been Zachary Lohman with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Brandon and the rest of the team will be back in action in Berkeley, California on Monday, February 6th as they take on the University of California.
Tune in to tomorrow's show for our courtside show, where we will preview Iowa men's basketball home game against Ohio State on Saturday night.
That's all we have for you in the sports studio. Noah, back to you.